lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited to film this video. Guess what I got in the mail today? It's the Mcgrath Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. It just arrived today, you guys. By the way, I was one of the first ones. I'm pretty sure I probably might have been the first one, or like the very first few people to order this palette when it first dropped on the Mcgrath website on September 25th. You guys, I mean, it took forever for them to ship it. I got this shipping confirmation like just about 3 days ago. So it took a long time. I mean, after I placed the order, it took a very long time for me to get a shipping confirmation, saying that it has been shipped. But anyway, after I got the shipping confirmation, though it arrived in a three days, I think. But anyway, I ordered it on the 25th, right at 9 p.m. Eastern time when it dropped. I was right at the computer waiting to order it, and I placed the order right away. Today's October 6th, so it took a while. So anyway, I'm so happy it's here. I can't wait to try this palette out. I haven't actually even touched the shadows yet. I just opened the box and looked at the the box and inside to make sure nothing's damaged. But I haven't played with the shadows at all. I'm going to explore it with you guys on camera. I cannot wait. If you guys want to see how this palette performs and the look I'm going to get with it, please keep watching. So this is the box it came in. Obviously, I already opened it. And I am so glad they didn't put that ridiculous, confetti stuff in here this time. I'm glad it's just like black tissue instead, which is so much better. So inside it came in this, bubble wrap pouch like this. So this is what the packaging looks like, you guys. It has her trademark, holographic stuff right here, and then same there. So it's like, I mean, it's a nice packaging. It's nothing like unique or anything, but just typical Pat Mcgrath packaging, except like it doesn't have the little mail envelope type thing. But anyway, so this is a massive palette, you guys. So she usually has 10 pan palettes, and this time she's done 18 pans, so you get eight extra shadows. However, hold on one second. The inside, I haven't taken the wrap off yet. Let me do that right now. So there you go. ASMR, you guys, ASMR. So this is what the palette looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it. There are several different formulas in here. It's typical, but as you can see, the pans are smaller than her usual Mothership palettes. Motherships 1 through 8. The 10 pan palettes are usually really heavy, like they come in this very heavy duty, expensive packaging, very thick. It's like a brick. You can hit somebody with it. That's like one thing I'm noticing. This is kind of made a little cheaply. This is cardboard. It's cardboard packaging. It's like way less expensive packaging, by the way. Just wanted to note that. So she didn't really do her heavy fancy packaging for this palette. This is just cardboard. Kind of looks to me like Too Faced type of packaging. Yeah, so there are the 18 palettes. Oh, these are the strings to hold the mirror up, so that's kind of nice. So it kind of holds the mirror up like that if you want to do your makeup with this mirror. So yeah, so this is nothing fancy, cardboard packaging, 18 pans, and the pan size is much smaller than her typical Mothership palette. So this is one of Pat Mcgrath's regular Mothership palettes. I mean, look at it. It's pretty heavy duty. It's plastic, but it weighs a lot. It feels expensive, and it's quite fancy. Inside, same thing. As you can see, the shadows are much larger than this one. These are much smaller pan size. The Mega palette has much smaller pan size, and this one, the regular Motherships have bigger pan sizes, and then the packaging is very luxe and expensive. That's one thing I'm noticing that the new Mega palette doesn't have. The packaging is kind of cheap, you know, cardboard, kind of like Too Faced type of packaging. Let me swatch some of these shades. So it seems like there's metallic, shimmer, and matte shadows in here. I'm not gonna swatch all the shadows, you guys. I'm just gonna do a few mattes and a few shimmers and metallics. So here are a few. So these are the matte shades and these are the metallics and shimmers. I don't see any of Pat's special shades that she put in palettes like this one right here in this palette. So all I'm seeing is just regular, you know, shimmers that aren't special shades. So that's kind of disappointing, I suppose. So anyway, so let me get to doing an eye look with this right now. So I think I want to, so I see several color stories here. I see like a khaki army green color story. I see like an earth tone color scheme here with like browns and stuff and terracottas. And then I also see a purple color story. I see a red color story. I see a goldish color story. I see a champagne kind of neutral color story. So there are many things you can do with this palette. I think I'm gonna go with a purple eye look today. So let's get started. So I don't know, guys, I think there was a clear cover here with shadow names. I don't know where it went. I seriously literally just opened the package and I don't know, it just flew off somewhere. I'm sure when I edit it, I will see in my clip where it went. It's not on the floor. It's as if it just poof disappeared into thin air. I'm just going to point to the shadow. I'm going to go in with a big blending brush and I'm going to go into this shade right here, the muted rose color. I'm going to go above my crease. Let me bring you guys a little closer. And then I'm going to take a smaller blending brush and I'm going to go into this shade right here. And I'm going to deepen up the outer part of my eye. And I'm going to sort of bring it. I want this look to look very blown out, which is why I'm using fluffier, bigger blending brushes to evenly. I'm just kind of defining my outer corner with this shade, but in a more blown out way. Then usually I use a smaller brush for this part, and I'm sweeping it into the inner corner. I'm going to take a smaller dense brush like this and I'm going to go into this shade right here and I'm going to sort of pat it in to my outer edge here in a V shape. You guys see that? And then kind of bring it up slightly. That's all I'm going to do with that shade. And with my finger into this shade right there, I'm going to kind of sweep that all over my lid. With the exception of the outer corner there. That. And then I'm going to take a smaller flat shader brush like this and I'm going to go into this shade right here in the very corner. And I'm gonna put it on the inner part of my eyelid. That gives it like a nice three-dimensional look. It's actually like a duochrome color, that one. This looks really pretty. Can you guys see that? Yeah. There you go. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I like this is like a duochrome kind of color. Then I'm going to take a smaller inner corner highlight type brush, and I'm going to go into this color right here. The very duochrome sort of, I don't know if you guys can, the camera isn't capturing its other color. It's capturing the green part of it. Oh, there it is. There's the purple part of it. It's like a multi-chrome color actually. So I'm going to put that on the inner corner to pop the inner corner. I gotta say, you guys, there aren't that many inner corner highlight type of colors in this palette. This is actually, it's looking paler in the camera, but it's a very like a darker gold. Now I'm gonna go and blend it a little bit more up here to make sure it's all blended. And guys, there are no brow bone colors in this palette. Do you see this? There is nothing. So I'm going to have to dip into my other palette here and pick up this brow bone color from that one. This is the Mothership one. So yeah, that's disappointing that it doesn't have a proper brow bone color in the palette. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to the lower lash line, flat definer brush, and I'm going to go into the color, right, this one right here. And I'm going to lay that tightly under my lower lash line. Just not all the way, just on the outer part. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to go into the shade, this one right here, the wine color, and I'm going to blend the previous color I laid down onto the front part of the eye, like that. Then I'm going to take this shade and put it right in the middle and blend it in to brighten the under eye a little bit more, to brighten the lower lash line a little bit more. And then I'm going to take this shade right here and I'm going to blend it all down further underneath. There you go. So that's the finished eye look. I'm going to now put on my eyeliner, curl my eyelashes, put my mascara on, and I'll be right back. I'm going to be using the Pat McGrath Permagel eyeliner and then Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Ignore my hair, it's doing its own thing today. But anyway, I'm back. So this is the eye look I got with the palette. I really like the eye look I got with the palette. However, I'll share my thoughts with you guys here soon. I want to finish doing my lips though. I have my lip liner on and a little lip balm. I'm gonna go ahead and put on one of Pat McGrath's lipsticks. I'll link it all down below. So this is the finished look, you guys. I just put on some matte, Pat McGrath matte lipstick shades. I will link the shade down below. So I love the eye look I got with the palette. I mean, it came out pretty nice. It is a diverse palette, but I don't think you can get all that many looks. You can maybe do like a gold tan look. You can do like a sort of a plum or like a berry color look, or you can do a purple one like the one I'm wearing. You know, there's olive shade in there that you can maybe do like an olive one. There's not a whole lot of options. And one thing, several things are lacking in this palette. I mean, first of all, we know we all like Pat's special shades. Like in this palette, you know how she always includes one right there. Like her special shades, that's missing in this palette. As you can see, do you see the difference in that special shade compared to this? I mean, the duochrome right here in this other Mothership palette, there's a duochrome in here too, right here. This is a duochrome, and one of the other shades I used, I think this one is a duochrome. So there are some duochromes, but it's lacking that special shade, her special shade texture, and it's lacking a brow bone color. Doesn't have enough transition shades, if you ask me. Not enough mattes. Yeah, there are only 3 matte shades in here. So that's kind of a, you know, those are kind of shortcomings of this palette. And then like the whole going cheap look with the packaging instead of this. I mean, I understand this palette is only $78 and these ones are $125. Well, there's a price difference there. I can understand why she, you know, is charging less, you know, instead of charging us for the packaging, which I can appreciate, but I still think the packaging can be done slightly better than this for that price still. I really do. So this is totally cardboard, and it actually feels exactly like some of the very like the cheaper Too Faced palettes. So I don't know, it's, you know, up to you guys. If you want the fancy packaging, the special shades, and I feel like, I don't know if I'm imagining this, I feel like the texture and the quality of these shadows are different as well from this. Let me do some swatching. So here's one of the very intriguing shades from the Pat McGrath Mothership 1, and I will compare, and then also a matte shade from Mothership 1, and then I will compare that to this one. So this row right here is from Mothership 1. This is from the Mega palette. To me, the Mothership 1 shadows look like they're smoother. I don't know, if maybe I'm imagining it, but I don't know. That may or may not be. It's kind of hard. Yeah, I actually do see, and these ones are a little, you know, a little bit more fallout with these shadows. They're not as hard pressed, I feel, as these ones are, and the texture is a lot more smooth in these ones, and I feel like these ones are chunkier than this. Do you guys see that? Yeah, I mean, so I think there's a difference in the shadow quality too, a small difference. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I do like the look I got from the palette, but I'm not so sure if I'll be able to get that many great looks out of it. My final thoughts on this palette, I'm not as excited about this palette as the other Mothership palettes, to be honest. I don't think this one compares to the level of the other Mothership palettes, the 1 through 8. Yeah, I think this one's missing several things. It's not that exciting to me, this palette, honestly, but it's still very good, don't get me wrong. I mean, I got a great look, and there's still good quality shadows. But I don't think this is living up to Pat McGrath's name, if you ask me. So those are just my personal thoughts. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and review, and I hope it's helpful to you in deciding whether you want this palette or not. I will see you guys in my next video.